Hello, Internet. Welcome back to more Space Engineers. Was just having a little meal at the table here, but we can go ahead and head out. There's not too much different from last time. I think I went this side of the ship for once. Normally I go the other side. But, oh, there we go. I've made some slight, whoop, I almost fell on it. Oh, it looks really cool from here. You may notice I made some slight changes to the fighter that we designed last time. Uh, I just didn't like the exposed engines. I like the, having the turbine turning. I think that's cool. But they just didn't look to scale. It wasn't even like, the risking having my engines exposed that worried me. It really was just they didn't look quite as good as they could have. Or not quite as good, quite as big as I wish they did, with how large the rest of the ship is. So I kind of armored them with these little teardroppy doodads. You can see in there the engine exhaust comes out through this very square hole, and it should still be fine. This is Space Engineers, so the engines don't actually have to have air intake to work. Uh, yeah. So I guess we should fly this thing. We've not actually lifted it off yet. So, I guess what I'll do, I also set up the hotbar of everything. So, we can go ahead and turn the engines off because they don't have any fuel. We should have enough battery power to get up first. Make sure I have a clear landing zone, which I do not. I have too many ships. Okay, Blue Buzzy. Let's go ahead and get you lifted away. And we'll just set it over here for now. There we go. Nice and out of the way. Hmm. So I don't know if we have room to land with the miner here. I'm gonna try it. If it comes to it, we don't actually have to land, like, straight on the pad. I can land sideways and stick off one end. The, gravity or magnetic connection will hold me in place with the connector. So, do one last little flight check. We should have plenty of lifting thrust. I forgot I have the big one and these 4 small ones. This thing should be able to fly like a champ. Okay. So, we'll go ahead, kick on the engines, which none are visible, but oops, those are the hydrogen engines. Yeah, they're working. Okay. So, when I sever this connection, it should remain hovering. And it does. Which is good, because if it didn't, I would have crushed myself. Give me you. And while we're here, yeah, we'll just do it flat. Or there's flat. Okay. Oh, it does look pretty cool. It's very Star Wars speedery. So this is the second design iteration of these engine pods. I initially had a line of these little corners shooting out to sort of emulate the Y-wing engines that have the sort of wireframe out the back. Which is a cool shape, but at this scale just kind of looked doofy because they were coming out way down here, so it just had this giant hole in the back. Looked like very square and not quite what I wanted. So we went with these little nub pods. But I still think it works well. Okay. So this is the Maiden Flight. Okay, plenty of up. We do use nearly half our power up thrusting, but that's at max up. Okay. Oh, we do max out our power in flight, which isn't ideal, but it does handle quite well. It's swooping. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ah. It's something about Mars, I think, is what it is. It's Mars is cursed. Every time I drive a new vehicle on stream, once I've finally completed it, I crash. Because I get overzealous. It's because the gravity is different. I'm used to Earth gravity. It's my excuse. But, a good indicator. One, it definitely needs the large thruster. But, look, our engines are fine. The pods took the damage, but... yeah. I've not even set up the repair projector yet. Dang it. Yeah, well. Luckily we aren't too far away. Is anything... okay, it looks like all this is fine. It was just the whacking the tail into the ground that blew off the thruster. So that's good to note. And this will be when a ship shows up. So, my plan for today was to finish off, now this is finished, keep working on some of the stuff we can in the base, maybe try and get some of the mechanics and piping figured out, while I waited for a ship to appear to try and take down. It looks like the ship I took down was me. Let's go ahead and turn off power just to save it. And we need parts for a large engine. Hopefully I have them. Because otherwise this will be a fruitless venture. No, that's not correct. I want a small one, please. I don't think that's worked. Small one, please. That might have worked. Okay, now. Can I place it or will I have to drill? I'll have to drill. Okay. Well, I guess I can get some ice while I'm here to stick in it. I do want to see if the engine's running too will give it enough power to not, brown out on turns. Because that could have been part of the issue we had, was, not having enough power to actually maintain flight because it was using too much. I can just... oh well. Not all components will go there, but we now have most of an engine somewhere inside the ship. There we go. Okay. Now, yes. Let's go ahead real quick, turn it off. Make sure I don't have anything. I do. Okay. Make sure the rest of this is good while I'm back here. And one more. Let's see if we can get the rest of what we need. Yes. Okay. Now, we need to reset up our groups. Save that, and then Flight Systems needs that as well, because that's the real control. I don't know why I have the just atmospheric thrusters group. It's not really necessary. And okay. Here we go again. Let's actually get down a bit and just kind of do a quick once over of the lower hull just to make sure. Oh yeah, I need to fix those. Well, okay. We will take it back to base. Braking thrust is also not amazing. Where is the... Where did I put the braking thrusters? Did I cover them with something? Because that could cause a problem soon. How did I... This is the problem with going a week, in between. What have I done? There have to be braking thrusters somewhere. Hold on. So. I've got 2 backwards thrusters. Show them on the HUD, please. Ah. They're in there. Okay, so I have covered them. Yeah. Well, good thing I discovered this now and not, Yep. I've very nearly burned through that armor. Okay. Well. I do know a quick little trick. So it won't be quite what it looked like before, but... this'll at least kind of carry a line. And those blocks are not in the way of the thrust output. You could almost... Oh. There's a ship. Okay, real quick. No, I've not even armed myself. Hold on. I kind of want to go after that ship. But... can I get myself armed and ready in time? Because I've not got a ton of battery life left either. Come on. It's a little bit... it's got a ton of forward thrust, which makes it a little bit squirrely to operate. It also sits on the engine pods, but I guess that's fine. Okay. So we're now docked. Slowly refueling. Turn on the turret so it can rearm. And actually, while I'm here, we can control this turret. Ah, he's already going away. That is a good-sized ship. I can't really make out armament from here. So that's kind of the important thing, is what's actually going to be shooting back at me if I go up against it. Uh, yeah. Okay, we're refueling. We'll go ahead. I guess I'll go here. Get some steel plate. Thank you. We don't have a ton of it. Do have a bit though. Okay. So need one of you. One of you. And a white one of you. That's that side. Yeah, that side's all good. Okay. So, maybe we'll leave that one, wait for the next one. But, ship should be pretty good. Once we're up full of fuel, I'm going to take myself a blueprint and then set up the repair projector so that I can actually repair it with the projector next time. And it doesn't seem to want to fill. Well, these tanks are good. Was it filling from just... Okay, so that's oxygen generator. I should look at it from this view. That's still got ice. Not sure why my... Oh, no, I know why it's not showing full. Because the engines have their own tank inventory. So, if I turn on the engines like so, they're now full. I can turn them off again. That's a good thing to remember if you were ever flying a ship that uses hydrogen engines, because it works in reverse too. Your hydrogen engine could be full, and you'll fall out of the sky at about 20% because you're out of actual fuel. Because you can't pull from the engine. Only the engine fuel is only used by the engine. So, once you are out of tank fuel, you'll fall from the sky showing about 15% fuel left. Which is fun and hilarious. Okay. So, we should be all set now for combat. Oh no. Duh. Thing I was just talking about. So, if I do that, unlock from there, we'll use a bit of our power. I just need a little bit in control blueprint. I never named it. I also didn't think of a name. Maybe the Martian Strike Fighter sounds like a good title. That's sort of what we're using this for, is a quick intercept. Well, we're using it for piracy, but you could conceivably use it for quick intercept of attacking troops. So maybe that's our moral reason. Okay. And I'm going to look it up again. Take a new screenshot that doesn't have the whatever that's called, build vision tab in it. Okay. Now we can land again. Lock back up. Keep repowering our batteries. I can add a blueprint to our repair projector. Which is backwards. Okay. Well, that's fine. I also can't zoom in anymore, which makes this a bit of a pain, but... that would be yaw? Nope. Pitch. Sure, why not? Okay, so it looks like it just needs to go forward maybe one block. Yeah. Side to side is good, so it just needs to go down now. Okay. Either that's got it or we ran out of power. Hello? Um... That's slightly odd behavior. I don't think... No, we're not out of power. Why has my projector died? Hello? Okay. That was weird. I got it aligned, and then all the controls went away. So I want to select those. And I don't need it on, but... Yep, we can see now. Easy repairs. So we'll go ahead and cut it off for now. And that was weird. It's like it turned off, but it wasn't off. We weren't out of power. It just kind of gave up. Okay. Well. So that's one slight bumbling somewhat fixed. Guess now what I can do is fall off the ship a bit. I need to get some of the basic internal systems set up. So, some stuff like our ice arm. Let's see. That's not what I want. Okay, I've got a bunch of interior plate. So we'll take those. And we'll start laying out our pipes. Actually, I think I want some steel plate as well, so that'll do. So my idea... Oh, and now... Okay, let's put the steel black. We'll... Struggling to speak today. Let's put the steel back. We'll take maybe like 20 more of those. So that I can grind down blocks and not just drop their contents. So, I had the thought, because I originally had this blocked off with the idea that the pipe would go... Oops, go through. But there's not really a ton of need for that. And because I have so much area underneath the floor in there, that I don't need, it's just empty area. I might as well make a door here for quick pipe access. And then run all my actual cargo lines underground. It may drop a little. Yep. Okay, we'll have to begin the building process. Oh! I've broken ground. We'll keep going and clear out a bit of room. But yeah, as you can see, there's a lot of space in here. I'm not going to be putting you know, things in it. So I might as well use it for all the cargo connectors. And then I can have a just clean, unopened, or uninterrupted floor above. With maybe some pipes running around up there just for the sake of appearance. But I also have this pipe here that'll run into the garage. So yeah, that should work. Let's go ahead. Put that down. And maybe up that down, just put the plates in it so I can pick these up. Though I don't know. I don't actually want that there, so poor placement. Oh, and this is gonna...
Inventory full.
Yep, drop more plate. Oh! Crap. Okay. It's time. The mission is afoot. Let's get the steel. Hopefully it won't become... It will be less valuable soon, because I'll have an entire whatever that is. Okay. So. Let's... Pre-flight checks. Do I have bullets? No. Sort of. Okay. Let's manually... I don't need to... This is not quick. And that one needs it because it will then load one in. Okay. So that gets 2. God. This is a pain. Okay. No, now I've done my math wrong. Okay. This is just in case this gets blown up in one shot, I don't waste all my ammo. Gremlin. It's now escaping. Okay. So. Disconnecting. Engines on. Unlocked. Oops. Quick shuffle of that so it's easier to take off. Okay. So. Right. So what I'm going to need to do... I see a turret above, it looks like. There may be interior turrets below. I don't want to get super close. Like that close is a little close. Okay. Yeah, so I see that one... Is that it? Okay, I see one turret on the bottom, one turret on the top. So I can attempt to get within range. And maybe dust that bottom one? And let's come in from the top first, maybe. I think it'll be easier to avoid the bottom one. Okay, I should have enough power. Let's kick on our hydrogen engine just for the heck of it. Oh. Okay, so this is one that does the funnies. Oh my god, that's a missile turret, too. Oh, this thing's heavily armed. Okay. Well. And I see at least one, what looks like an interior turret to our left. Okay. My guess is it's going to open up at 800. So let's fall back a bit. gain our height on him. Okay. Right. Now, I actually want to take out the Gatling turret first, so I'm going to keep my target on it. We're coming into range. Oh! Shoot, fall back, fall back! Ah, missiles! Oh, that was a hit of something. I'm not actually reversing. Okay, fly away, fly away. Have I all... Okay, I've taken an incredible amount of damage. Well, that didn't go well. So I lost both of my reverse and forward thrusters. I've still got lifting thrust and side thrust. Lost landing gear. I lost a Gatling gun. Turret's still good. Okay, well, we are accelerating. I'm flying like an airplane now. So, let's dive for get us closer to the ground a bit, so that I don't have to drop as much altitude at the end. Well, okay. So, the big engine pods really did next to nothing. Which, I kind of figured they probably wouldn't help much. Just because of how the game handles it. But I was hoping for a bit more than that. Okay. Kill off our speed. No, we'll just drop vertically for a bit. Oops, goodbye, scrap. Huh. Oh, that's all the scrap metal from our blown up engine bouncing out. Okay. Well, that kind of sucked. And here I thought this thing was such an effective fighter. Maybe part of the issue is I don't know how to fight with a fighter. Because I'm really not a... I'm more of a large ship pilot than a small ship one. As has been clearly shown by the headhunters. I don't think it was ever a fault of a headhunter that I died. It was the all pilot error. I don't think I'm gonna bother actually connecting this. I'm just gonna land it nearby so I can repair it. If I can repair it. And that's kind of unfortunate because I thought that the gremlins were relatively simple targets. So that thing was a little bit more powerful than I was hoping for. Okay. Going nice and slow. Just inch her a bit forward and then bring her down here. Huh. Dang. Well, out of curiosity, I mean, it looks like they didn't really aim for the main... Like, the nose didn't get targeted at all. It was the engines out here. Which I guess makes some sense. The AI probably targets things like engines first. I'm wondering if making these heavy armor would have actually helped at all. Because they're just light, you know. They're basically good to hold up to one bullet. The whole idea was to stay out of range. Which I clearly failed to do. Yeah, I may have to rethink this whole strategy. Because again, the idea of a heavier fighter that was more capable... Maybe what I should strive for is sort of an in-between. Something that has the firepower of this, but is much more simple and kind of throwawayable. Because that's the... What I need is something more basic. Just a bunch of guns on a thruster. Here, we'll leave this sitting here. I've got an idea. Okay. So. One large thruster. Not that large. One large thruster. If I can give it directional thrust on each side, a battery, and then just a wall of guns, I don't even necessarily have to fly it. It can be a drone. A super light battle drone. Let's give that a whirl. Okay. Give me some steel. Oh no, I just transferred steel plate from one inventory to another. Give me that, please. Okay. So. Battery. Then, in front of that, we have our thruster. That will surround with other thrusters. Enough to kind of give it plenty of maneuverability, but not so much that it's burning a lot of material. And then we do a connector so that it can dock, refuel, and whatnot. That'll give us room for our antenna, our remote control, which we need interior plate for. Give me that. Remote control. And then, we need some of these. Where are guns? Guns. Yes. Okay. Yeah, and then we just do... Oh no, not there because the thruster's there. Yeah. We do Gatling, and Gatling. We can even do... It can have the exact same layout as the other one in terms of guns. Okay. So that's a narrow profile that's mainly made up of guns. I can then add in heavy armor along the entire front to help protect the more vitals at the rear. My only concern is that that one battery won't be enough. I guess it makes it more expensive. I could have a second battery here. And then remote there, and antenna. Ideally, actually. No, let's not do that at all. We'll have, at the very back, we'll have the remote down there, antenna on top of it, so that they are very protected. Have our camera on the front there, which actually I shouldn't, oops, exactly why I shouldn't have built it yet, because I need to weld up other stuff. Okay. This is something. It's not much, but it's something. And what I could even do, because the big downside with a drone is you have to stay in range of it to keep in control. What I could do is even... How expensive is... a control seat? I don't think I quite want to be there, because that seems like a dangerous position, but... What if... we put ourselves there? And now it sort of looks like a tractor. Battle tractor. Ooh. Okay, you're gonna have to wait, my friend. I've got a battle tractor to build. Okay, I'll be back when it is somewhat welded. Okay. Now, wait, we want lights. So, and actually, let's get our nice bright white. Get some paint going, because wouldn't be complete without some paint. That looks like something that could be a ship. So, here we have it. This is my new, quote-unquote, simpler ship. It looks similar in size. I was able to build it, so that's nice. I have no idea if it flies, so... I don't need to fly, I can click. You also can't see incredibly out the front in this view, but there is a camera, so... well, all we need to do for now is turn on our thrusters and watch it hover. There's no gyroscope. That's something to remember. There's also not really an incredible amount of space to stick a gyro. Maybe right under here will be good. I also want... What's cheaper? So that's 2... They're actually about the same. So we'll just do an antenna, and a gyro. Not a big one. Wait. Hold on. Place it all back. Get rid of you. Okay. Got that. Small one of these. 2 computers. Do I only have 1 computer left? I may. Let's produce some more computers. I also may now be... No, I've still got a bunch of cobalt. Okay. There we go. So... do that there. Beautiful. Ooh, goodness me. Do our antenna. Perfect. And then I need steel to put that back. Good enough. There we go. So yeah. Definitely a little funky. Fun that I yaw from the very back. But it's much more capable of handling itself. It doesn't use nearly as much thrust as it did. Or as the other one did. Limiting my thrusters to small, I think, helped with that. And that's an unwelt piece. There we go. So yeah, well, that goes away. This is something. Let's go ahead and set up our bits. So we've got that. Have that there. Then... have our guns. So... yes, from the very front, dead center. I cannot point myself straight down, that's fine. I also don't have any ammo. But I can fix that. Oops. Okay, there it goes. Power off and connected. Yeah, okay, it's a little smaller. I think the biggest benefit of this is it's all streamlined, and this whole front section is heavy armor. So, ideally, any bullets that come in... Oh, and actually, while I think about it, something I should do, not a warhead. Where are decoys? I should fit some little decoy stalks. Because that's what happened last time, is my engines were serving as decoys. Which, as nice as that is, meant I lost my engines. So, if I have decoys that are sticking out further from my engines, I don't know the best block. I want something that's sort of tubey, but I don't think there's anything tubey at small grid that'll work. Yeah, so we'll just have to have some ugly stalks. No, I'll leave that as cargo access. But if I put decoys out here, then attempt to go somewhere where I can access cargo to get them out. Ooh. Okay. Perfect. So now, when I go in, it makes it look a little on the doofier side, but these decoys should draw the fire so that I can take out whatever is firing upon me. And hopefully they're far enough away from the hull that I will survive the encounter. Okay, I need steel plate. They're probably charged up a bit now. Let's lift it off just so I can build. Nope, there we go. The front and that. Now I have to do all of these. Oofa toofa. Well, at least I'll be quick to weld. These small things are... oh, not out of steel, I'm just in the incredibly small crack that I need to be. Okay. Now, we do it again. Guess I could have cut this, but heck, who knows? Maybe I will. Maybe you're not seeing any of this. I sure don't know, because that's a decision for future me. Come on. Find the hole. There we go. That's the downside of building on small grid. You really have to be precise. Which can be tricky with jetpack movement. If I were smart, I'd be doing this on the ground and not just hovering around, but in my brain, it's easier to hover. I guess for the top parts, it's easier. I'd have to be scaling all about to get this normally. I couldn't do a headstand if I were not flying. Okay. So now it looks like some weird dinky airplane. But that's fine. In fact... ooh. And nah. We'll just leave it at that. I think that'll work. So yes, my weird rear-operated airplane that will hopefully allow me to survive. Doesn't look as much like a tractor anymore, but it's still the battle tractor to me. Okay. Oh, we can save those and hide them. And actually, while we're here, we'll add all of these and create a new flight systems. That'll let me kind of control everything. And I guess... just since we have the room, so we can recharge our batteries. Clunk. Okay. Well, we're kind of in the same position as we were last week. We now have a fighter, sort of. We are not yet able to use it, and I think I'm going to call it here, because I had to start my recording a little late. Oh, the first. Because I do like this thing, actually. Gonna get myself a battle tractor blueprint. And clunk. Okay. And real quick, I guess I should... oh, no, it did reload itself. So... well, some of them did. Oh, that might be because... yeah, I don't actually have any more bullets, so let's produce some of those if we can. Do we have iron? Nope. Well, that's fun. Okay. Let's disassemble. Some iron. Huh. Well, we're really betting on the on this working so that we can get a big supply of steel. Okay. Well, we'll let that do its thing. There is another gremlin, but those are more dangerous than I realized. I am going to go inside and take a little nap, and that's where we'll end it. So, thank you very much for watching. We'll be here same time next week, so until then, bye-bye!